Good afternoon, everyone. It is Friday, March 27th. We are now ending our second week of social distancing, quarantining, etc., etc. And, I'm glad we all made it here. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I am going to read a passage from a book called Mountains of the Mind by Robert Macfarlane. It's an interesting read if you enjoy reading true life adventure stories, intertwined with a little philosophy. You might want to pick this one up. So here it is. Mountains seem to answer an increasing imaginative need in the West. More and more people are discovering a desire for them and a powerful solace in them. At bottom, mountains, like all wilderness, challenge our complacent conviction, so easy to lapse into, that the world has been made for humans and by humans. Most of us exist for most of the time in worlds which are humanly arranged, themed, and controlled. One forgets that there are environments which do not respond to the flick of a switch or the twist of a dial, and which have their own rhythms and orders of existence. Mountains correct this amnesia. By speaking of greater forces than we can possibly invoke, and by confronting us with greater spans of time than we can possibly envisage, mountains refute our excessive trust in the man-made. They pose profound questions about our durability and the importance of our schemes. They induce, I suppose, a modesty in us. Mountains also reshape our understandings of ourselves, of our own interior landscapes. The remoteness of the mountain world, its harshness and its beauties, can provide us with a valuable perspective down onto the most familiar and best charted regions of our lives. It can subtly reorient us and readjust the points from which we take our bearings. In their vastness and in their intricacy, mountains stretch out the individual mind and compress it simultaneously. They make it aware of all its own immeasurable acreage and reach, and at the same time, of its own smallness. So I chose this passage because mountains, Mother Nature, this coronavirus, I think has to make us stop and remember that we are not invincible. That although we have a lot of things figured out as human beings, we are no match for the natural world. And the natural world will keep challenging us, and we'll have to respond to that. So I guess before we close out this second week, think about how you're being challenged. Accept it. Think about the ways that you've grown from this, and celebrate it. There have been many times when I've been climbing up a mountain and thought, why in the hell do I do this? This is hard. I am cold, I am tired, I am hungry. And then you get to the top of it and you look back down at it and you say, hey, that wasn't that bad. I did it after all. We're going to get to the top of this mountain, and we're going to find our way back down it. And before you know it, there will be another mountain to climb. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Peace.